Hi guys, I just made an hour video for you guys, and I had to trash it, man. I had to trash my video. I had to trash it because I just bought these new headphones because my old headphones broke. Got it from Amazon. My old headphones they broke, so I ordered it, and it doesn't have a microphone on it. Or maybe I'm not figuring it out right or something. So I did the whole video with the mic, with the headphones, and it didn't work. And I played it back, and all I heard was like, damn, ain't that messed up? Anyway, I guess this one is gonna have to be short. That's all. I just wanted to keep in touch with you guys, let you guys know that I'm all right. I'm here sitting out in the sun, enjoying the weather, getting my vitamin D on, girl. Trying to get my vitamin D on. It's very important that we get our vitamin D because a lot of us are vitamin D insufficient, and we really need that, especially with this so-called virus that's going around. So it's good to have vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, they say. It's great. I sometimes have a big pot and I fill it with lemon skin, garlic, sea salt, a little bit of eucalyptus, and I just breathe it in. I just breathe it in because all of these things kill the virus, and it's up to us to tell us because they're not going to tell us that, especially the sun kills the virus because the warmth, I think it's 85 degrees, kills the virus. 85 degrees and warmth kills the virus. So, to be honest with you, nobody really should be having any viruses. So I don't understand what's going on. I question all of this. I have to admit, I do question a lot of this because I remember, and I'm sorry, my mind is always ticking. I'm always thinking about what's going on. For me, I don't think very often that anybody can pull the wool over my eyes. I don't trust the mainstream media. I'm sorry, I just don't. There's a lot of things that I know that I don't really like to share with you guys on here unless I realize how I can say it. If I realize how I can say it without triggering anything, because YT always takes off people's videos for some reason when they're talking about something controversial or conspiracy type of thing. So, which to be honest with you, most of the conspiracy things that I have learned about in the past are now coming to fruition. It's coming to play right now, to be honest with you. Where before I thought it was somebody just talking bullshit and talking about conspiracy. No. Mm-mm. Everything that I've heard about in the past is happening right now. Matter of fact, I knew that this was going to come. And I've often said to myself, oh my God, what should I do? Am I going to be here in Spain when this happens? Am I going to be here stuck with my family in Spain when all of this shit goes down? I swear, this is what I said to myself. And then it happened. And I'm still, even after 2 months of being on lockdown, I still say to myself, is this really happening? Is this all the stuff that I've heard? Is this actually really all of the stuff that I heard about that was coming? Oh yeah. And then some. Actually, it's a little bit more than I expected. So, but I often wondered, I said, oh my God, am I going to be here when this goes down? I'm here. And I'm still alive. And to be honest with you, I'm proud of myself because I am handling it pretty well. After all of this that happened to me, I wasn't expecting to lose my job. No, I was not expecting that. That, to me, came as a surprise. I didn't really lose my job. My job is frozen right now. My contract is frozen until something happens. I do suspect that I will get some kind of work soon. I pray that I do. But I have other things that I'm working on as well. You know, this whole pandemic, I call it pandemic, I'm sorry, I call it pandemic. This whole pandemic, I do think that it was planned, has really made me think. It's really helped me raise my vibration, my consciousness, my awareness. I'm seeing things. I mean, let me put it this way: my third eye is wide open. I am seeing things that I would have never thought I would ever see. Although I knew about all of this stuff that was coming, it's like I see things for what they really are, and it's pretty deep. It is pretty deep, and I just don't take what people tell me now. Don't get me wrong, I don't take what people tell me. I don't just listen to what anybody tells me. I go by my intuition. I go by the feeling of my heart. And yeah, and most of the time, yeah, I'd say 99.9% of the time it's right. Yeah, I know what things are about. I see things for what they are. And I can guess about some kind of scenario that's coming up when I see somebody, you know, something's going on with the government. Not here, but in America, because whatever America does, guys, all of Europe follows. For some reason, the whole world usually follows America. So whatever you guys do, we follow. I never understood that, but that's how it is. It's been that way for years since I've been living here. And yeah, so whatever you guys, I see some certain scenarios that are going on with you, the guys, that I don't like at all. I don't really like. But I can figure it out and where it's going to. I can see where the trail leads. And it's quite scary. It's really quite scary unless people really stand up for what they believe in and don't let people bully you. Don't let people bully you. I'm not going to tell you. I can't talk about it because I don't want my channel to go down. But you guys open your eyes and see what's going on. Like a lot of this stuff, I don't understand. Well, yeah, I do kind of understand. I do remember my mom last year being sick. Around the same time that this CV started, last year. Last year, my mom got sick. She died in February 6th. And I remember when she got sick and the ambulance came to pick her up, they took her to a hospital 45 minutes away. Mind you, I live right next door to a hospital, right? So I said to them, why the hell are you taking her so far away? This is the time, I didn't have a car yet. Matter of fact, ironically, I was going to take the driver's test, the day my mom died. I had to cancel it because she died, okay? So I said, where the hell are you guys taking my mother? They said, we have to take her to another hospital 45 minutes away. Me without a car now. Here I am freaking out. Yeah, so I said, but why? There's a hospital next door. And he says, because the hospital is packed to the brim with people with influenza. There were even people laying in the hallways, okay? And hundreds of people died. And there was no such thing as the CV back then. Which, yeah, there was. The CV's actually been out. The CV's been out since 1963. If you look in the medical diary of the Medical Association, you will see CV right there. And the meaning is a common cold. That's what it is. I guess that's why the name was changed to Covert. Okay? I'm not even going to say the number. I'm not even going to go there. But, yeah, so they took my mom 45 minutes away with me not having a car. Had to ask people to take me to go and visit my mom. And it's kind of strange because I reenacted everything yesterday, kind of ironically on Mother's Day. My dream reenacted everything that I went through that day. And I think that's why I woke up feeling kind of lousy. I felt really bad yesterday. I could have cried all day. I could have cried all day. And I know I'm a mother too, and And my children, God bless them, they just made me feel like $1 million. But I just miss my mom, you know? And my dream was a reenactment of what I went through last year. I went to visit her after 3 days of an induced coma that she was in. And the doctor said she would wake up probably on the third day. And so I said, okay, fine. He told me that she was waking up, so I went to check, and I went to visit her. She was woken at 8 o'clock at night, and only had visiting hours for an hour and a half. So when I walked in, and mind you, when she left here, she was completely, totally out, just out, unconscious, you know. And when I walked into the room, she was just wide awake. She was awake, happy, joking around with me, and saying, "Where the hell were you?" I said, "What do you mean by where the hell was I? Don't you remember anything?" He says, "No." She goes, "When are we going home?" I said, "Mommy, you didn't feel well yesterday, 3 days ago. You need to rest." And she says, come on, Sharon, take me home. What happened? Really, tell me the truth. What happened?" She really didn't remember. So we joked around. I held her hand. We hugged her. I sang Bible hymns to her. I read Bible scriptures to her. She loves that. And she was just joking around with me, just moving her head like this. And I was just thanking God for her being all right, for my mom to, for him bringing her back to me. I was just so happy. I was jumping around with my daughter. We were both so happy. We were so happy jumping around like, "Yay, my mom's back, my mom. Thank you, thank you." But sometimes they say that when people are sick like that, terminally sick like this, sometimes they have a burst of energy. And they'll come back for a second, like they're brand new. As I think that's what happened to my mother. She came back at an hour and a half of the best times of our life. Unfortunately, it was in a hospital, but it was great. And then I ended up leaving at 9:30. I left the hospital at 9:30. I was so happy here preparing her room to come back now, right? So then I'm preparing her room for her to come back, like whenever they release her. And I'm fixing her bed, and all of a sudden I get a phone call. And I'm reacting this yesterday in my dream now, okay? I don't know why I'm reacting all of this in my dream. And the doctor said, "Sharon McKee?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Can you come back to the hospital as soon as you can?" I said, "Why?" I said, "I just saw my mom. She looks so happy." And I said, "I just want to thank you so much for taking care of my mom. She looks so great. Thank you guys so much." I had tears of joy in my eye, I said, "But I still have some time with my mother." I said, "God has really helped me on this one." So he says, "Please, Sharon, please come back as fast as you can." Mind you, this was about 11:30? Yeah, 11:30 at night. So I said, okay. So I had to call my friend to go and take me back out there again, 45 minutes from my house. And in my spirit, I felt something was wrong. But I tried not to concentrate on it too much. And then I remember going, and I reacted this. I could tell you about it because I remember everything like it was yesterday. Get to the hospital with my daughter, and I go to the terminal ill door, the critical. And I get to the door, and the nurse wouldn't let me in. And I said, "Let me in. I want to see my mom. Is everything okay?" The thought just never crossed my mind that she would be dead. So the doctor came out, and he looked at me, and he had tears in his eyes. And I said, "What's the matter?" He says, "She's gone." And I said, "What do you mean by she's gone? I just talked to her, a few hours ago. She was fine." He says, "Her heart stopped." Girl, let me tell you, I just fell on the floor. I fell on the floor, and the next scene in my dream, which probably, this is the way it happened because I don't remember anything after that. I fell. They said I was crawling on the floor, screaming. I don't remember nothing. And the next scene was me walking into the room where she was laying on the bed and she had passed away. And I asked them, what time did she pass away? They said she passed away at 11:30. That's when he was calling me to come back to the hospital. She must have just died or was having a bad time with her heart. So I ran over to her and I just, not jumped on top of her, but I just held her in my arms. She was dead. And I held her in my arms and I kissed her on her forehead and she was still warm. And I said, the doctor, you sure she's dead? He says, yes, she's passed away. But she was warm, like she might have been still alive. Oh, Lord have mercy. I remember that like it was yesterday. It's strange that I would have a dream about that again. Why would I have a reoccurring dream about that? And it's ironic that it's on Mother's Day. So my daughter and I were sitting there, and I was crying. I sat down next to her, my daughter held my hand, and she says to me, Mommy, do you see Grandma? I said, no. Yeah, she's laying right here in front on the bed. He says, no. Grandma's in front of us looking down at her body. I see her spirit looking down at her body. And she said to me to tell you, now you can live your life. I said, are you serious? The same thing happened in my dream yesterday, yeah. I said, Ma? And I didn't hear nothing, but I can feel her presence. I know that she was there. My daughter said she was looking down at her body, standing up, looking down at her body. And that she said to tell me that now I can live my life. So I got the same reenactment yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because since she left, I never had any dreams about her until yesterday. So, anyway, the reason why I told you that story, I know I just babble on, I just rant and rage, is because I remember last year that they wouldn't take her at the hospital next door because there was so many flu cases. They had people in the hallways. They couldn't let my mom next door, and they took her so far away. And I remember that this whole thing started again around the same time that she got sick last year. So sometimes I wonder, I don't mean to hurt anybody or insult anybody. I understand if some people might get upset, but I don't know how much this is true, or I don't know if it's really the virus. I know that people are dying, and I respect that. I know that people are dying. I know that. But is it really what it is? Is it something else? I feel like there's something else that are killing these people. And then we have to find out what it is. There's something not right. Do you guys feel it, or is it just me? I feel like something's not right. Something's not right with this picture. I feel very uncomfortable with this whole situation. It's like, I do know a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. I know a lot of stuff, but it's quite intense, the way how things are looking, and some of the scenarios that are playing out are crazy, are absolutely crazy. And I can guess every time I hear about some new situation, I know exactly. I can play out the next scenario. I know exactly what's going to happen, and it always does. Always does. I am like that. I'm an empath. I can figure out things. I really can see things for what they are. It's quite scary, I don't want anybody to be upset, because I know that people are losing. Don't get me wrong. Me than anybody else would respect anybody. I respect anybody that's, who's lost their lives, you know what I mean? Or the children or the family of any family members that their parents or, have lost their lives. I know, I've been there, I've done that. I know. But there's something really, really weird going on. And I can't put my finger on it, guys. I really can't. But if you guys feel anything, please tell me. please tell me I'm not crazy. Because I do feel like something's going on and I can't put my finger on it. I'm still doing a lot of research on it. And I'm a person that likes to research. I just don't take anything for granted or just by what anybody says. I've never been that way. Never have I been that way. But I see things for what they are. I just remember what my mom went through last year. You know, and even that hospital was packed with people with influenza. So anyway, I'm just going to say a quick hello to you guys. It's probably longer than I expected. But yeah, I'm going to go now and get a little sun and do a little meditation in the sun. And if you guys feel the same way that I do, any of you, please put your comments in the comment below, okay? And be nice. I don't want to hear any negative stuff. I already told you that I respect anybody that's lost their family member. I know that people are dying, so I don't want to hear anything from anybody. That's my opinion, okay? And we're entitled to our own opinions, all right? Anyway, I love you guys anyway, all right? So peace, love, light, and blessings to you, okay? And you shine your light out there, guys, all right? Wake up these other people. There's a lot of people that are still asleep and they need our help. Okay? Alright. And maybe one day I'll tell you guys more of what I know, but I have to figure out how to say it. That's all. Just gotta figure out how. Anyway, I love you guys and don't forget, alright? Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. I'm telling you, don't worry, hey, about a thing. People, don't worry about every little thing. It's gonna be alright. I said every little thing is gonna be alright. My mama used to say every little thing is gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I love you guys. Alright? And I'll talk to you again soon. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, okay? Be nice. Bye.